Grand rising, everyone. Woo! It is Wednesday. Welcome to Grand Rising Elizabeth Wealth Building Wednesday. Wealth Building Wednesday show. Okay. Today is Wednesday. I love Wednesdays because it's like the middle of the week and you get a chance to reflect on how your week has gone thus far, make some adjustments if you will. And then you may not need to make no adjustments, which is all good. So I'm excited. My name, for those who are new, my name is Lakeisha LeGrand, also known as Madam Finance, because I help everyday people build wealth with confidence. Okay, so y'all about to see some good stuff today. Me and God was up today. Like, okay, God, what we gonna do now? I need you. I need you. And so I'm excited about what we came up with today. Okay, I'm gonna be dropping the mic today. Bam! So I'm excited. So those who know, I love to start off the show with a millionaire and billionaire success story. I got this from my mentor, okay? And I just love it. All right, so today's success story is going to be today's story is about a man who went from penniless immigrant to becoming the richest man in America and building a dynasty that carried wealth and power for generations. John Jacob Astor was born in Germany in 1763. He came to America with nothing but a dream and a few musical instruments he tried to sell. He didn't speak English well, and at first he worked as a butcher's apprentice. Yet, like many immigrants, he believed America was the land of opportunity. Astor saw opportunity in the fur trade. He built relationships with Native Americans and trappers, buying animal belts and selling them for huge profits overseas. By the early 1800s, he became the nation's first multimillionaire through his fur trading empire. But Astor's genius was in owning, not just trading. He shifted his fortune into New York City's real estate, buying land in Manhattan when it was still farmland. Generations later, those investments turned the Astor family into landlords of New York, owning some of the most valuable property in the world. Astor died in 1848, worth about $20 million, which would be over $700 billion today's money. The Astor family became synonymous with wealth, prestige, and power. His descendants built hotels, libraries, and philanthropic institutions and still shape New York today. So the reason why I chose this story because today's subject is going to be on ownership. So ownership builds empires. He went from trading goods to owning land. So think long term. While others chase quick money, he built property no one wanted and they became priceless. Legacy matters, everyone. His family name is remembered 200 years later. He is up there with the Vanderbilt family. He's up there with the Rockefeller family and even more. So we're going to go ahead. Oh, before we get started, I think we got some testimonies, okay? So we have our mentor, Mr. Cartwright, has been talking about making audacious moves. Okay, let's do something that's different. Let's do something that you know you ain't got no business doing. Being in rooms that you don't have no business being room in the room with. Making some moves, doing something that's out of your ordinary routine. And so we had a challenge of people opening up their brokerage account 7 days from last Wednesday to today. 7 days. And so far, we have had some success stories. And one, I would love to put Miss Queen Aduni on the spot. Hey, she did it. She
I'm in the money. Hey, I'm in the money.
Bro, Queen. I'm so proud of you. I would just want to give you a hand because you have been listening. And I just want to know what just finally just said, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. What made you decide to go ahead and finally open up the brokerage account?
Yeah, because in your teaching, there are certain things that you say that we must have in order to create the foundation for wealth. And that is one of them, to have ownership. And then I had to realize from the last session that you did, there was no excuse because I could do it with no money. So just eliminate and do the doggone thing. Just do it. So that was it felt uh like a big accomplishment. Because whatever from the first time you did it, which really was a year ago, so conviction and um wanting to line up with what you're saying because not only, are you teaching it, but you live in it. And so when someone is living it and you can see it, then there's no more excuse. And then when it's zero, the cost is nothing, or if it's 5, 10, $20. If you go to McDonald's, that's definitely $20 just for the kids, the two kids. So I feel good. I feel like I'm in obedience.
Okay. So I have a question for you. For those who have still not, made that leap and opened up a brokerage account. How did you do that? Did you go online? Did you
I
end
went
up
online.
calling and talking to someone? You went online?
Yeah, I went online and I was really able to do everything. Pretty much, I didn't have any questions. I did just, registered. And then now it's creating a consistent input, deposit into it now. And then getting the rest of the family to fall in line and do that. So we all will grow in wealth like the Rockefellers, Vanderbilts and stuff like that. But they had to start with a brokerage account, probably.
They
So
had to
thank you.
start somewhere. The Bible says, despise not small beginnings. If you don't have the money, can you at least open up a brokerage account? Can you at least make the phone call? Can you at least see if it was challenging? So did you think it was much harder than what it was before it was? Did you think it was going to be difficult before we start really talking about wealth building?
Yeah, it wasn't even on my what's that thing, what your plan, it wasn't even in there because yeah, it just wasn't in. That's not where my mind goes.
Mhm.
And my mind will go to a project and not have know where the money's going to come from, where now I'm putting the horse before the cart, you know. Hmm.
Okay, okay. Is there anyone else who had the courage to make an audacious move and open up a brokerage account? Anyone else want to share? No one else? Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and keep it moving. We have a lot of information that I want to share with you today. So, Queen, I'm sure I have the power.
Yeah. Do you? Well, yeah, now you do.
All right. Okay, can you all see this?
Yes. Oh, so you're able to fill it up, the page?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
Let's move some things around. So again, welcome everyone. Queen, I can't see if anybody is, making any comments or anything
I
throughout.
got you.
Okay, great. So welcome again to Grand Rising Elizabeth Wealth Building Wednesday show. We're talking about building financial freedom. Freedom. This is ownership one-on-one. I get so excited, I got to calm down a little bit. Money grows where you plant it, so choose your soil wisely. We're
Mm.
going to be talking about turning bills into paychecks today with more matter finance. First, let's get into some ground rules and some expectations because this is going to be recorded. So let's keep the energy positive. I only love good vibes only. This is not a quick get rich class. It is a wealth building class. So if you're looking for a quick get rich, Madam Finance, I'm not your girl. I only teach passive income and wealth building strategies. I am not a day trader. I will not invest for you or tell you what to invest in. This is an educational session only. I'm not a financial planner. I am an investor and an educator. Be prepared when you come. Be prepared to learn. This is part one, okay, of ownership. Be 100% present and take good notes. Grab your notebook, your pen, and paper, and get ready to take some notes. Invite someone you care about, you know, to the Wednesdays because it is some valuable information for those who want to figure out what to do with their money. A lot of us are on that wealth building journey. We have businesses, and a lot of times we're working with and creating wealth, and we need to know what to do with our money. And I also encourage you to stay to the end. I have to do a disclaimer because this is being recorded. Again, I'm not a financial planner. So anything, information that I share with you today is for educational purposes. Although I may share some of the stocks I may hold personally, please do your research. Please do your research, and contact a financial professional if you are new to investing. Just do a quick little review. I'm an ex-banker, newfound author. I love helping people, and I'm a licensed agent with over 15 plus years experience. I have a book of business of over 1,000 clients who I have helped in multiple areas, including investing. I want to give you all applause. Congratulations, wealth builders. You made the first step to achieving that goal. You showed up today. You could have been doing something else. So I thank you and commend you for showing up today. So we have mastered the art of spending. Now we have to master the art of ownership. Ownership versus spending. We've mastered the art of spending. Now it's time to master the art of ownership because when you spend your money leaves you. When you own, your money works for you. Every dollar you spend makes someone else rich. Every dollar you invest makes you an owner. We don't have a spending problem. We have a ownership problem. The wealthy don't just buy things, they buy the companies that sell the things. Why ownership is important? Ownership creates control. I love being in control. Ownership creates control. When you own something, you call the shots. I like calling the shots sometimes, okay? If you only spend, you're always at the mercy of prices, companies, and your paycheck. Example, When you rent a house, the landlord can raise the rent. When you own the house, you decide what happens. Ownership produces passive income. I love passive income. Spending drains money, ownership grows money. Example, paying your AT&T phone bill, money leaves your pocket. But owning AT&T shares equals dividends come back into your pocket. Ownership also builds generational wealth. You can't pass down your shoe collection or last night's dinner, but you can pass down stock shares, real estate, or even a business. Example, Walt Disney's grandchildren are still eating from Mickey Mouse today because Disney owns the vision, not just the cartoons. Ownership protects against inflation. Prices will always rise, but ownership means your assets rise too. Example, $100 in the year of 2000 buys less today. But if you had put that $100 into Coca-Cola stock, the dividends and stock value would have outpaced inflation. Ownership creates freedom. I love being free. I love being able to live life on my terms. Do you? Have you ever had a chance to just live life on your own terms, move the way you want to move? I love that. Okay. So true freedom is when your income doesn't depend on your hours. Example, if you own 500 shares of Realty O, which I have talked about over and over again, for those who don't know about Realty O, Realty O is the symbol for realty. It's a REIT, which is a real estate investment trust. If you don't know about the REITs, you can go to the previous courses and be able to find out more information about REITs. How to benefit from the cash flow of commercial properties without being a landlord, worrying about toilets, and managing real estate property. They're known and pride themselves of the monthly dividend company because it pays you monthly, whether you working, whether you resting, or whether you're on vacation. Can I get a ching ching? A ching ching. Come on now. I need y'all to participate. Can I get a ching ching? I don't hear
Ching
nobody.
ching.
Ching
Ching
ching.
ching.
Ching
Okay,
ching.
ching ching. Okay.
Ching ching.
Okay, that's the money coming in. Ching ching. Okay, I want to hear that throughout this presentation.
Ching ching.
Ching ching.
Okay, there you go, man. Manny, ching ching. That's right. So why is ownership so important? So I'm going to give you some everyday scenarios why ownership is so important. This whole thing today, I want ownership to just be throughout your whole day. Ownership, ownership, ownership. When you go to sleep, I want you to ownership, ownership, ownership. Go to sleep dreaming about ownership today. Phone bill, spending versus owning. Spending $100 leaves your account every month to AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, whoever your cell phone provider is. If you own AT&T stock or Verizon or T-Mobile, the dividends from those shares can eventually cover your $100 bill every month. Instead of you paying AT&T, AT&T will start paying you. Can I get a ching
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 ching.
ching.
ching? Can I get a ching ching?
Ching
I,
Ching
Ching
ching.
I
ching.
ching.
would love for AT&T to pay me, okay?
Me too.
So my cell phone bill can be free.
Yes, T-Mobile need to pay me.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about the light bill. Okay. Control your energy. Spending $150 a month to DTE energy, your money is gone forever. You know, my DT is way more than 150, but I'm just saying, it's gone forever. It's just gone. But if you own DTE shares, their $4 plus dividend share can build you enough to pay your light bill every single month.
Mm.
Ownership. Your lights paid by your investments. How cool is that? Can I get a ching ching?
Ding,
Ching
ding,
Ching, ching,
ching.
ding.
ching, ching, ching.
Let's talk about your car note, okay? Those who have a car note, from debt to dividends. Let's say you're spending $400 to $500 a month on a car note. Y'all, I just got me a new truck. And my first car note starts September 1, okay? So I've got some work to do. If you instead invest $500 monthly into dividend stocks for 5 years, those shares could eventually produce enough income to cover a car note payment forever. Car notes in, dividends don't. Can I get a ching ching?
Ching,
Ching
ching,
Ding.
ching.
ching.
Ching, ching, ching.
Okay. Are y'all starting to feel me? Y'all starting to
Yeah.
feel me? Can y'all feeling me, y'all? Can y'all feel me?
Yes, yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely right, right.
Rent and mortgage. Short term versus long term. Paying rent and mortgage every month. The money is gone. But if you own real estate investment trusts, like the REITs, like realty income that pays you on a monthly basis, then I failed to mention that their stock is under $100.
Okay.
Realty owned stock is under $100. Okay.
Okay.
Those shares can grow to cover a mortgage. Imagine your rent being paid by rent checks coming to you. Can I get a ching ching?
Ching
Ching,
ching.
ching.
Y'all
Oh, wow.
don't understand.
Yeah,
This
this is
is some
good.
powerful stuff.
Hmm.
Entertainment and lifestyle. This whole series is about changing your mindset, shifting your mindset to ownership, ownership, ownership. That's what we're missing, ownership. Spending $200 on a weekend dinner, club, or some new sneakers. If you take that same $200, it could buy 10 to 12 shares of a dividend stock. Those shares will pay you over and over and over again long after dinner is forgotten. Ownership pays for future dinners. Spending pays for one night.
Mm.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a drop the mic.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I couldn't even
Yes.
figure out. I couldn't even figure out after I made this statement how to drop the mic. I was like, ooh, ooh. I couldn't figure it out before the show, but that's okay. Do I just want to know, do we have a clear understanding on ownership, the purpose of ownership? Because ownership gives you a seat at the table,
Yeah.
not just a receipt from the table. That
Oh,
was the mic drop.
Woo!
Let me sit down again. Ownership from the table.
From the table.
I like that.
Mic
Yeah.
drop.
Mic drop.
I like that.
I do too.
I tried to figure out how I'm gonna put this in. I said, "Oh God, this is good."
That is really good.
Yeah.
The vision and goal of financial freedom is ownership. We're gonna talk that ownership. All you got to do, let's start small and grow over time. Reinvest your dividends to buy more and more shares. Cover bills one by one. Let's just go one by one. The Bible says, despise not small beginnings. Let's just tackle a bill. A couple weeks ago, we went over that when I showed you how to figure out how many shares you have to buy to make sure you don't have to pay a cell phone bill anymore. That is paying you. Cell phone free. So we want to cover bills one by one. Phone, then the light bill, then the mortgage. Eventually, you will replace your entire income with dividends. How cool is that? That is so cool.
Awesome.
And it is doable. It is doable. You can do this, people. You can do this. This is why I love dividend stocks, okay? Because it's lucrative and uncomplicated. It's an easy investment strategy to learn and use. You get paid by top companies without doing any work. You can get checks coming in quarterly or monthly. You can cover monthly bills. We just talked about that. Reliable income stream. It's reliable. Helps build financial freedom. And you are getting paid just for owning the stocks. Stocks is ownership, people. Ownership. You own. You can start building passive income today. When you invest in things like dividend paying stocks, like REITs, which is real estate investment trusts, or ETFs, which are exchange traded funds that I also have did a show on, they can pay you money while you sleep. This is called passive income. You don't have to work for it every day like a job. For example, a stock might pay you every 3 months just for owning it. Just for owning it. Even starting with as low as $5 to $100 a month can begin your passive income journey. So I know a lot of people, a myth is that it takes a lot of money to open up a brokerage account. So I just want to ask anybody out there, how much does it cost to open up a brokerage account? Don't be so quick to answer. How much does it cost to open up a brokerage account? We got some new people on here.
$0.
Come on, then. Come on, now. Okay. $0 to open up a brokerage account. It costs you money when you open up your bank account. It
Sure
costs you
do.
money when you open up your credit union account.
Sure do.
Okay? So to open up, who would have figured I can open up a brokerage account with $0?
Mm.
There's no perfect time, but waiting costs you, people. Waiting costs you. Trying to time the market is hard, even for the professionals. So it's just best to start now because time is on your side. Because if you start now, your money has more time to grow for you. Don't wait for one day. Make today that one day. Like, it's no reason why you cannot make a phone call. There's no reason why you cannot log in on the internet and put in charlesschwab.com and look at brokerage account. I know we pick up that phone. We got 8 hours in. I mean, we got 24 hours in a day. The brokerage accounts are open 24/7. It's no reason. You up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. You can't tell me my day is just so busy. I don't have time. Oh no, you got time because it don't take long to open up the brokerage account. They're so kind, they're so nice. They're only actually even be excited that you even thought about opening up a brokerage account. They will help you and walk you through if you feel like logging on. It's too simple. You call your girlfriends on a regular basis, or you call your man or your children or whoever. You make that one phone call. You can make a phone call to open up a brokerage account and talk to a professional on opening up an account. Consistency builds kingdoms. We have to be consistent. You open up a brokerage account, figure out how much money that you can put aside. $5, $10 a week, or a month. You decide, because you have to make some adjustments. Where there's a will, there's a way. You spend your money on things that you want. There is no excuses. We just don't put ourselves first. If you want your hair done, you're getting your hair done. You want your feet done, you're getting your feet done. You want a haircut, you getting a hair. Whatever it is that you want, you feel like eating out, you go eat out. There has to be some type of sacrifice being made that you are putting yourself first. We always putting the bills first, but never putting ourselves first. Not we building wealth for everybody else every time we are spending money. But what about yourself? Can you spend some money on yourself to build wealth for yourself? So invest regularly, even with small amounts like $5. So even like right now, I'm like, okay, what can I do to invest more? Because
Transportation is secured.
I'm really on a serious about investing in my retirement, right? So now one of the things that I've changed is how often I'm getting my hair and my nails done and my feet done. So I don't get my feet done and my nails done on a regular basis like I used to. Okay. I'm sitting up here trying to figure it out because I was spending almost $85 every time. It kept going up. I'm like, first I wouldn't spend more than $25 on my nails. Then it came to $50. Then before I know it, I'm spending $85. Oh my God, that's ridiculous. So I can don't spend so much money. Guess what, y'all? I got these little press ups right now. And I'm learning how they driving me crazy because I got to practice on how they can stay on. But I'm saving that money and able to invest for my children and my grandchildren, okay? And for my retirement. My grandchildren is not even born yet, okay? But I have accounts open for them. I'll tell y'all how that can happen. But I start an account for them and they're not even born yet because I don't know how long it's going to be that I'll be able to, invest in their future. So I want to do it now. Get a jump start, a head start. So I'm not even worried about how much I put in there. As long as I'm being consistent, in 20 or 30 years, they could be millionaires. So do whatever you have to do to find that extra income. What you got to do. Instead of going out every weekend, maybe go out twice a weekend. So dollar cost averaging lowers your risk. That means being consistent. Don't worry about the stock market, whether it's going up, whether it's going down. It don't matter. Just be consistent because over time, it's going to work itself out. Wealth is built with discipline, not luck. We got to put in the time. We have to be consistent. Last year we talked about the successes in your routine. What does your routine look like? Look at your daily routine, your weekly routine, your monthly routine. Is your routine conducive to the goals that you have, or is your routine raggedy? If your routine raggedy, then let's get your routine together. Because part of your routine should be in making some investments, taking care of yourself. We talked about this a few weeks ago. It's important that we focus on quality companies, long-term dividend payers like Coca-Cola, like P&G, like Johnson and Johnson, like Walmart, like McDonald's, Lowe's, 3M, and PepsiCo. Reliable products and services. We talked about recession-proof companies. Those of you that were here, recession-proof companies are companies that offer things that no matter what the economy is, you still got to buy. We talked about toilet paper. It don't matter whether the stock market is up, whether the stock market is down. Who ain't buying toilet paper? Okay? Everybody is still, the majority of the people are buying toilet paper.
Mm-hmm.
You could, every time you go to the restroom, you could get a towel and some soap and clean yourself up. But how realistic is that? Paper towel. Okay, we can maybe get by without some paper towel, but who don't buy paper towel? A lot of people gonna buy paper towel on a regular basis because it's just easier, it's simple.
Yes.
That's laundry detergent. Okay, I don't care what the recession is. We gotta wash our clothes. We gotta wash our clothes. So people are going to be buying detergent. So Johnson & Johnson, P&G, they offer those things. So those are called dividend kings and aristocrats. We talked about that a few weeks back. So if you missed those, I really encourage you to go to madamfinance.com, go to shows, or grandrisingelizabeth.com, and the shows are there as well. We talked about quality brokerage accounts. If anybody like, what's a brokerage account? Where would I go? Here is Charles Schwab. Charles Schwab is one of my favorites because they got great customer service, excellent customer service. They have a wealth of information, education right there on their website, as well as Fidelity is amazing also, which is another brokerage account that I have. One of the reasons why, and you don't need a lot of brokerage accounts, you only need one really. The reason why I have two brokerage accounts is because I'm big on ETFs, which is exchange traded funds. And Charles Schwab, let me back up just a little bit for those who don't know. A lot of people believe that it costs a lot of money to invest, and it doesn't. You got $5. If you got $5, you can invest in Coca-Cola. You can invest in P&G. You could invest in Johnson and Johnson, Walmart, and so many more with $5. Don't tell me you can't do this. You can do this. So they have something called partial shares. Partial shares. That's where the $5 come in at. So let's just say there's a stock for $200. You got a stock for $200. You don't have $200, but do you got $5? Because if you got $5, you can purchase that share and become part owner of that particular business with $5. So Charles Schwab offers swap slices. Fidelity offer partial shares also that you can purchase. But Charles Schwab don't do partial shares for the ETFs, but Fidelity does. So I have like a company I was telling people about, to maybe you might just want to look at is the ETF symbol is AIQ. AIQ, which is an ETF that has a bucket of 85 different companies. AI companies, companies that are highly investing in artificial intelligence. I don't care. Artificial intelligence is not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. I encourage you to look at these artificial intelligence companies, companies that are that are involved. If we have enough time, I would take you and show you a little bit about the ETFs. But Charles Schwab, Fidelity, they both offer partial shares of ETFs. The reality of it all is that bills will always be there. The question is, do you want to keep paying them or do you want ownership to pay for them? We've mastered the art of spending. Now it's time to master the art of ownership. Every bill you have is an opportunity to buy the company that sends it to you. Every bill you have an opportunity to look that company up since you're already owning them, paying, you might as well own them. Look at them, see what they're doing, do some research. So, ownership, 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 ownership. So let's stay in touch. This is the end of this particular presentation. We can do some questions. I would like to take you to, if anybody is interested for me to show you the ETF for the AIQ, the artificial intelligence. All right, we will do that today.
Hi, it's Linda K. Pruitt. I am very interested. Please assist me
Me
with that.
too. I'm
Okay.
interested. This Shawnee.
All right.
This is some good stuff, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Queen, thank you very much.
Ownership, ownership.
Yeah.
Great job this morning. Great job as always.
Awesome, awesome.
Awesome, awesome. I'm glad you all like it. So
Yeah, I like, Lakeisha, how you break it down to just every day, just take all the mystery away from it.
yeah, it's not that hard. Okay, let me try to get out of here. Exit this. There we go. Let me go here.
Grand Rising, Riola.
Grand Rising, Queen, and
And
everyone
Mama
else.
Barbara. Hey, girl. Linda
Grand
K.
Rising
Pruitt.
Queen.
Hey, while she's looking
Hello,
all
hello.
that up, we can just kind of
Love that hair, Queen Aduni.
Oh yeah, I'm getting a little funky. I performed this weekend and on
Beautiful.
Saturday at the pub. My husband and I will be doing our music, both. So it's free.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's free and stuff, and then we'll be on the investment list.
All right now. All right.
Investment, yeah, progressive music.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Let's see right here. Share. Okay, can y'all see this?
Yes.
I haven't, not yet.
Not yet.
Wait, no, double click to enter
Your screen share.
your screen
Hold
mode.
on.
It just says Madam Finance has started screen sharing.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't show anything yet.
Okay, let's see.
Whatever you're trying to show is saying double click to enter full screen.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Let's try that.
Thanks for sharing all this and recording it because I want to hear this again.
Me too.
Okay, what about now? Can y'all see it now?
No, it still says the same thing.
Let me just say, let me do stop sharing. Let's start from scratch.
Yeah.
Keep
Still
saying
says the same
pause.
thing.
Okay, why is it saying pause? Your screen sharing is paused. Okay, why is it paused?
Hmm.
Well, meanwhile, while she is searching for that, y'all have any questions or comments you want to throw at Madam Finance? In case it doesn't come up, we can go ahead and if that's what you want, Madam.
Can you completely stop your screen sharing and start from the beginning again?
Yeah, that's what I tried to do. So let's and let me close out some of these because I get excited. I want y'all to see this ETF. It has 85 companies. All right, so let's try this again. Share. Resume. Let me see. Resume.
Do you have it minimized at the bottom?
Nope, it's a full screen. Your screen sharing is paused.
Lakeisha, why don't you just go ahead and do some Q&As on what you taught, and so we don't have that big lag in there.
Yeah, I do apologize about that, but I will talk about AIQ. So AIQ is the symbol. A lot of times it's good to go into NASDAQ. Anybody ever heard of NASDAQ?
Yes.
It's NASDAQ. And then on the right-hand side, you will go ahead and put in the symbol, which is AIQ. And AIQ is amazing. And this is a nugget that I'm finna throw out at you. A lot of times, if you look at these ETFs, which is exchange traded funds, they're like a bucket of companies all in one. So when you paying for an ETF, you're not actually paying for the individual stocks that's in it. It's like a basket full of different companies inside this basket. And so it's good to look at the top 10 companies that's in that ETF. Look at the first 10. It might be 10 companies that you may not even have heard of before. But it must be good, right? Because it's in that ETF. Professionally managed. Professionally managed. Professionally managed. So you don't even have to worry about checking your stocks every day because it's professionally managed for you. So you look at the top 10. Then if you look at another ETF and that same company is in that ETF too, and then you look at another ETF and that company is within that too, you might just want to check out that company. Like, let me check this company out because it's in each one of these ETFs. So that's a good indicator to look at the top 10 and see what it's like. See, I'm a visual person, so I like to see. I'm going to just try this one more time. It did it again. Doc at the bottom. Okay, y'all. Well, I give up trying to show it. But you want to look at the top 10 that are in the ETFs. Anybody have any questions today? Anybody got a clear understanding on the importance of ownership?
Yes, absolutely.
Can somebody tell me why it's important that we own? Why we should own? Ownership is so important. Can I get a feedback? Can I get a feedback? Was anybody listening? Ownership. Anybody take any notes?
Yeah. I have a question. So being me, my husband, me, and Fame and Miles. Okay, that's the circle right there. So is it best for each of us to have our own? Obviously each of us to have our own, but if Philip and I had one account together, something happens to me, okay, and okay, so that would automatically be all him then at that point, right?
Well, it all depends on how you set it up. So
Okay.
I've seen couples, they have their own, like I have my own brokerage account. Let's say my guy could have his own, or if I was married, he could have his own brokerage account. And then we can have a brokerage account together.
Mm-hmm.
You can state what it is that you want in your brokerage account. Like you can have a brokerage account and you can name it. Like I know my brokerage account is for Yusuf Kids. Another brokerage account is labeled Jabril Kids.
Okay.
Brokerage account is for retirement.
Mm-hmm.
One could be for emergency. One could be for vacation. You save and put money up so you can vacation every day.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on what it is that you want. So I know no matter what, I cannot touch this retirement one, but I got one for just in case of emergencies. If I need something, you can do it. So you can name your what you want your brokerage account is, and you can also just like a bank. It's very important, which I've seen a lot of people open up bank accounts and don't set up a beneficiary. Set up a beneficiary on your particular account so if something happens, it goes to them.
Wow.
Okay, so you set it up. Do you want to go to your kids? Do you want to go to him? Or automatically, if something happens to you, it goes strictly to him.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing that's wonderful about the brokerage account, that it leaves generational wealth. You can pass that on to your siblings, pass it on to whoever you want. And that's what the Rockefeller, all of these other wealth building companies, even the Astor family that I talked about their family, that's what they did. One of the things they had in common, all of these millionaires and billionaires, what they have in common, they have a business and they invest and they have a trust. So once you start making all of this money, now it's time for you to have a trust. And that's how you can lead. And they had life insurance.
Mm-hmm.
They had life insurance. And that's how they continue to build their wealth over year after year after year. They didn't just give them a lump sum of money. As I started learning and really grasping and working at the bank, even my children, they're not getting a lump sum. But they gonna remember me on my birthday. Cause on their birthday, on my birthday, they gonna get X amount of dollars. I'm saying every birthday, my mama gonna give me 10,000. I got 10,000 coming on my mama's birthday, or 5,000, whatever the amount is. They gonna remember my birthday.
They gonna remember you.
Absolutely.
I know that's right, girl.
And you can set it up if they go, for just whatever you want for education, if they do this. And so you just have milestones that set. And by you having milestones that set, your money can grow instead of just giving it to them, giving it to them, giving it to them, giving it to them. Another thing that's so important in our and our ethnic group is that we have to educate our family. You know, you give them enough money to be able to do something, but you don't give them enough money that they do nothing.
Mm.
Did y'all catch that?
Ah,
You give them enough money they can do something, but don't give them so much money that they do nothing.
yeah. Ooh.
Oh, was it a mic drop? That was a mic drop.
Oh, that's a t-shirt.
Mhm.
That is a t-shirt.
Wait,
Good
no,
stuff
no,
right there.
wait. That's a billboard.
That's a book too.
So we have to educate them. And I got 1 minute left. And there's one of the things throughout my research and studying how these mogul families have created dynasties. The word dynasties they have created. They have what they call family meeting rooms. Family meeting rooms. This is a family meeting room where you all get a chance to talk about business, finances. Like, that's part of the thing. When they come and talk about if you got the business and you want to hand it down, you have a family meeting room. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And we have to teach them the education and teach them, you know, what it is that financial literacy is just so very important. Anybody have any questions? We got 1 minute left. I hope this information kind of like really honed in on ownership. We have to think ownership. What do you own?
I want to write down that your billboard statement. That's need to be on a billboard. What was that statement
Give your
again?
children enough money
Mhm.
to be able to do something, but don't give them so much money that they do nothing.
Okay.
Because you want to set them up for success. But you want to educate them because money and not knowing and not being educated can actually ruin their life. It can actually ruin their life. You think you're doing something good for them and it end up ruining their life. And we don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, that was ownership one-on-one. I hope y'all be thinking about ownership all day.
All
You
week.
go to sleep at night. I want you ownership.
Oh,
Ownership. 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 That's what we want.
ownership.
That's what I want.
Yes. You drilled it.
Ownership.
You
Ownership.
Okay?
drilled it. You drilled it, Lakeisha. You drilled it today,
I
baby.
Drop the
drilled it
mic.
all right
You dropped the mic today, girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I think
awesome, awesome,
God bless
awesome.
you. Thank you.
You spent
Thank
time with
you.
God this morning, I believe, right?
I did.
It showed up, girl. It showed up.
I
Showed
did.
Mm-hmm.
up.
Like, God, okay. What? I had to change. Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay.
Good stuff.
Right.
So let's end this happy affair. You know, I would like to see somebody else to make an audacious move. We got 7 days from now, from this Wednesday to next Wednesday. There's no excuses why you can't open up a brokerage account. There's no excuse. I'm not asking you to connect your checking account to your brokerage account, but can you at least open it? Can you at least make a phone call? Can you?
Yes.
Can you go
Yeah.
call you instead of calling your girlfriend or you know what I'm saying, your man, and y'all ain't really talking about nothing? Can you at least do that? Can you at least do that? So let's give yourselves a hug because sometimes we help everybody else, and sometimes we forget about loving on ourselves because we loving on everybody else. Let's hug the world because the world needs a hug too. Let's sprinkle love and light to those that are in authority. Because if enough people send love and light
Yeah.
to those in authority, you never know what miracles can happen.
Amen.
So I thank you
Amen.
all. I love you all for showing up. If I
Love
was
you too.
able to share any information that was valuable, I want to earn your following. I want to earn your likes. Please follow me at Ask Madam Finance across the board. Even TikTok, okay?
Okay,
I'm
girl.
just not gonna be consistent on TikTok. I'm I don't know what I'm doing, but
Oh, yeah, let me tell you. Good job. Good job on that skit. I was telling somebody, I said, she did a
Yeah.
skit. She did the person who asked her who's dumb and
my
the other
niece.
person who gives the answer. I was so proud of you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna
I
get
saw that
better.
as
So
well.
I just wanted to be educational, funny, and just people actually learn from it. So I just want to say thank you. Have a
You doing
wonderful
it all,
and
Letitia.
fantastic, thank you. Have a wonderful and fantastic day on purpose.
Ashe.
You too.
Peace out.
Peace
Thank
out.
you. Bye.
Art and creativity tomorrow with Mama Evelyn.
Yes.
Peace out.
Peace out.